The world is indeed changing at an unprecedented pace. Artificial intelligence isn't some futuristic concept anymore. It's a foundational reality shaping our lives right now. But the pivotal question for all of us is this: will you passively use AI or will you actively master it? Welcome to the Deep Dive, where today we're embarking on a journey into what it profoundly means to achieve mastery in this AI era. We're moving beyond simply interacting with these powerful technologies to truly understanding their underlying mechanics, strategic applications, and, well, their immense potential.
And to illuminate this path, our primary source material for today is the comprehensive guide, AI Mastery Professionals, penned by the visionary Zaheer Ahmad Meer. This book, along with the educational ecosystem it supports, the Digital Future AI School, offers a really deep look into what true AI fluency entails. Our deep dive today is specifically engineered to extract those critical, perhaps even surprising insights. The ones that can provide you with a powerful shortcut to being truly well-informed, giving you a robust framework for navigating and excelling in this new age.
Exactly. Our mission today is to distill this extensive knowledge into a clear, actionable understanding, a true roadmap for mastering AI in every dimension of your life, personally, professionally, and organizationally. This isn't just another tech book. It's widely hailed as a complete roadmap and even a survival guide for the AI age. Peeping 'em. We're going to unpack why that claim isn't just, hyperbole, but a direct reflection of the urgency and opportunity this era presents. Okay, let's truly set the stage for this exploration. We're introducing you to the Digital Future AI School, which is positioned as far more than just a typical online learning platform. The material describes it as a place where knowledge meets vision and where technology is not just explained but mastered. That distinction, not just explained but mastered, really caught my attention. For an informed listener like yourself, what does mastery truly signify in the context of AI, and why is this deeper engagement so much more critical today than, mere usage?
That's a great question. What's genuinely fascinating here is how the Digital Future AI School frames itself as your gateway into the AI era, clearly articulating its purpose to guide not just individuals, but entire organizations and even nations in leveraging AI to transform their future. This isn't about teaching you to type a query into a search bar. It's about a profound systemic shift. When we discuss mastery in AI, we're talking about moving past the often superficial understanding, like the kind you get from simply issuing commands or receiving outputs.
Right, going deeper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about grasping the core mechanisms, understanding the ethical implications, strategizing its deployment, and recognizing its potential to completely reshape industries or even national economies. Why is this more critical than ever? Well, because AI has rapidly evolved from a niche tool into a foundational layer. It's going to redefine how we work, live, and interact globally. So a dedicated school for AI reflects the sheer magnitude and depth of this transformation, acknowledging that surface-level engagement is simply, insufficient. The truly insightful element here, I think, is recognizing that while AI tools are readily available, the wisdom to wield them effectively, to understand their emergent properties and limitations, that's what separates the casual user from the true master. For you, this signifies that the demands of the AI era necessitate a structured, comprehensive, and deeply analytical approach to learning, much like any other fundamental skill that has shaped civilization, right?
Makes sense, like becoming an architect, not just a consumer.
Precisely, becoming an architect of AI solutions.
So with that incredible vision for the school, the foundational text is AI Mastery Professionals. It's described as a complete roadmap structured across 15 chapters. That sounds incredibly thorough, covering a vast landscape.
Indeed, the book's scope is remarkably ambitious, truly attempting to be an exhaustive guide. It delves, for instance, into the mind of AI, which is absolutely crucial for any aspiring master. You need to understand both its formidable capabilities and its inherent limitations.
Right, the strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly. From there, it traces the evolution from simple chatbots to autonomous agents, offering both a historical perspective and a forward-looking glimpse into AI's trajectory. It then tackles the competitive landscape of platforms, an invaluable section for navigating the myriad tools available. And it dives deep into the art of advanced prompting, a skill rapidly becoming as fundamental as coding once was.
Words is the new code, yeah.
Finally, it looks ahead to multimodal, agent-driven workflows, preparing you for what's already emerging as the next wave of AI innovation. The emphasis on it being a survival guide for the AI age isn't an exaggeration. It recognizes that in a world where AI is profoundly reshaping industries, job roles, economic structures, those who truly master it will be positioned not just to survive, but to thrive. while those who merely observe risk being left behind in a dramatically altered landscape.
That's a stark warning, but probably accurate.
I think so. For you, the informed learner, a comprehensive roadmap like this directly addresses that feeling of information overload and fragmentation that's so common in such a rapidly evolving field. Instead of chasing disparate pieces of information, it offers a structured, coherent path, providing clarity and, well, confidence.
And the survival guide perspective.
It's particularly relevant today because the pace of technological change is just unprecedented, right? It makes continuous skill adaptation a necessity for continued relevance and growth in your personal and professional life. The key insight here, I think, is that understanding the interconnectedness of these topics from the mind of AI to agentic workflows is more powerful than understanding them in isolation.
That brings us to the visionary behind this entire movement, Zaheer Ahmad Meer. His profile is genuinely remarkable. A 72-year-old constitutional and corporate lawyer, a visionary author with over 55 groundbreaking books, a social justice pioneer, and a recognized AI-era thought leader. That's an extraordinary breadth of experience for one individual.
It truly is. His impact resonates far beyond just authorship. He's been instrumental in building institutions, pioneering free legal services, and founding digital future ventures. An entire ecosystem that notably funds free AI education for underprivileged youth through the Digital Future AI School we just introduced. This philanthropic dimension highlights a deep commitment to ensuring equitable access to this transformative technology, which I think is a truly distinguishing characteristic.
Yeah, that really stands out.
As the source material emphasizes, his journey is marked by service, vision, and relentless commitment to combining Islamic values, national pride, and technological innovation. This unique synthesis of profound ethical considerations, cultural identity, and cutting-edge technology positions him exceptionally well to guide on AI mastery. It's not simply about the technology itself. It's about how we wield it, with purpose, integrity, and for societal upliftment.
So ethics and values are core to his vision.
Absolutely. What's particularly striking is how one individual is hailed as a movement builder, inspiring a nation like Pakistan to rise as a leader in the AI age. This points to a grander, more holistic vision, one that integrates technological advancement with cultural, ethical, and national aspirations. For you, this philosophy of integrating ethics, national pride, and innovation can profoundly resonate with your understanding of global technological leadership. It suggests that true leadership in the AI age isn't just about raw technical prowess, but also about responsible application, fostering societal benefit, and leveraging technology to uplift communities and nations, rather than solely optimizing for profit or individual gain.
It's a powerful reminder that technology, at its most impactful, serves a larger human purpose.
Exactly, and can inspire collective progress on a national scale.
Okay, let's unpack this with a deeper dive into the technical core. Our journey into AI mastery professionals truly begins by venturing inside the modern AI mind, as Chapter 1 describes it. How do leading AI models like GPT, Claude, Gemini, and Copilot actually process, reason, and create? For many of us, it still feels a little like magic, you know?
It certainly has an element of wonder, but understanding the underlying mechanisms helps us move from awe to mastery. As many of you likely know, these leading AI models are primarily large language models, or LLMs. Their fundamental operation revolves around sophisticated statistical prediction rather than, well, human-like comprehension.
Statistical prediction, okay.
Yeah. They're trained on truly colossal data sets. Think trillions of words, countless books, articles, code repositories, dialogues from the internet, just vast amounts of text and data. Through this training, they learn to identify incredibly complex patterns, relationships, and linguistic structures within that data. So when you pose a question or give a prompt, the AI doesn't understand in a cognitive sense. Instead, it rapidly predicts the most statistically probable next word or sequence of words, based on your input and the vast knowledge encoded within its learned patterns.
So it's like a super sophisticated autocomplete, in a way?
That's a simplified way to think about it, yes. But the scale and complexity are just immense. The apparent reasoning comes from its capacity to identify logical structures and infer connections within its training data. This allows it to perform tasks like summarization, translation, or even generating code by following learned rules and patterns. The truly fascinating insight here, I think, is that their apparent intelligence, creativity, and reasoning capabilities are often emergent properties of scale.
Emergent properties, what does that mean exactly?
It means these advanced behaviors weren't explicitly programmed in. They sort of arose spontaneously as the models became larger and were trained on more data. This emergent behavior is a key differentiator for mastery, as it implies that effective prompting isn't just about logical commands, but also about coaxing out these unexpected, often brilliant capabilities.
Wow, okay, so they learned things the programmers didn't directly teach them.
In a sense, yes. The creation aspect stems from this generative nature, the ability to produce novel combinations of information that are consistent with its training data, resulting in anything from elegant poetry to complex essays or even unique problem-solving approaches.
That concept of emergent properties is really thought-provoking. So for us, why is understanding this inside, this fundamental mechanism and the idea of emergent properties so crucial? How does this deeper knowledge empower us to prompt more effectively or anticipate AI behavior, especially its surprising capabilities and occasional missteps?
Well, understanding the internal workings, particularly emergence, is paramount
Yeah.
because it demystifies the process and elevates your interaction. It really does. If you view AI as just a black box, your interactions are largely trial and error, right?
Yeah, guessing.
Exactly. But knowing it operates on pattern recognition, statistical probability, and these emergent capabilities allows you to formulate prompts that are precisely aligned with its strengths and unique behaviors. For instance, knowing it relies on its training data helps you understand why it might hallucinate or provide outdated information. Its knowledge cutoff is a hard barrier.
Right, it only knows what it was trained on up to a certain point.
Precisely. But understanding emergent reasoning allows you to craft chain-of-thought prompts that guide its step-by-step reasoning processes, often unlocking far more sophisticated responses. This knowledge empowers you to provide clearer context, set better constraints, and anticipate potential biases or limitations based on the nature of its training. More importantly, it helps you understand why certain subtle tweaks in your prompt can lead to dramatically different and often superior results.
So you move from guessing to intelligently collaborating.
That's the goal. This transforms you from a passive user into an active, informed co-creator, enabling you to troubleshoot outputs, refine your approach, and ultimately achieve a much higher level of mastery over the tool by leveraging its inherent capabilities, even those not explicitly programmed.
Building on that, Chapter 2, The Evolution Race, traces the fascinating journey of AI. It goes from early systems like the revolutionary but ultimately simple ELIZA all the way to today's incredibly sophisticated autonomous agents. That's a monumental leap.
It represents a truly fundamental shift in AI capability and purpose. Early systems like ELIZA, developed back in the 60s, were revolutionary for their time and certainly tricked many into believing they were conversing with a human. But really, ELIZA was essentially a sophisticated script-based program.
Just matching patterns.
Yeah, exactly. It's simulated conversation by recognizing keywords and plugging them into pre-programmed, rule-based responses. Like if you said, "I am sad," ELIZA might respond with, "Why are you sad?" Classic pattern matching and response scripting. No real comprehension, no memory beyond the current script cycle, and certainly no ability to take initiative.
Right.
The significant leap we've witnessed since then is the transition from these basic pattern matching capabilities to modern AI's ability for taking initiative, which is the hallmark of autonomous agents. Autonomous agents are designed not just to react to your explicit commands, but to understand a high-level goal, break it down into intricate subtasks, execute those tasks, and even adapt their plan based on new information or obstacles, all without constant human input.
Okay, so they can act on their own, more or less.
To a degree, yes. Conceptually, imagine instructing an AI to plan my next business trip to London. An early system might just respond with, "Okay, what dates and budget?" An autonomous agent, however, could proactively check your calendar for availability, search for flights and hotels based on your known preferences, identify potential conflicts, propose a curated set of options, and upon your approval, proceed to book them, send confirmations, and even build a detailed, optimized itinerary that automatically updates with real-time information like flight delays or local event changes.
Wow, that's a huge difference. Proactive behavior.
Exactly. Driven by internal planning, reasoning, and interaction with external systems, a universe away from ELIZA's reactive scripts.
So how does this historical context, understanding this evolution race, help us not just grasp where AI is today, but also to truly anticipate the next significant breakthroughs? And how might they profoundly impact our professional and personal lives? What does taking initiative by an AI concretely mean for our daily workflows?
Well, the historical context is vital because it reveals the clear trajectory of AI development. You see this undeniable trend towards greater autonomy, more sophisticated reasoning, and deeper, more integrated capabilities. Understanding this evolution helps you recognize that AI isn't static. It's on a continuous and accelerating path.
It's always changing.
Always. Knowing this allows you to anticipate where the technology is heading towards systems that are less like mere tools and more like intelligent collaborative partners. For your professional and personal life, this means preparing for a future where many routine, multi-step, and even moderately complex tasks can be largely or entirely delegated to AI.
So taking initiative means more automation.
More than just automation, it means immense gains in efficiency and bandwidth for you. Imagine an AI proactively drafting a project proposal based on a few bullet points, autonomously researching market trends, and even scheduling follow-up meetings with stakeholders, all without you having to guide each individual step. In your daily workflows, this could mean that instead of spending hours on admin tasks, detailed research, data compilation, or initial content generation, you instruct an agent with a broad goal, and it executes a complex sequence of actions, often interacting with multiple systems and data sources.
Bring you up for other things.
Precisely. Freeing you to focus on strategic thinking, creative problem-solving, and tasks that genuinely require human nuance, emotional intelligence, and judgment. It fundamentally shifts your role from executing tasks to orchestrating intelligent systems, allowing you to amplify your impact and innovation significantly. The key takeaway here is realizing that the next leap isn't just better AI, but AI that increasingly anticipates and acts on your behalf, requiring a shift in your oversight role.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and immediately practical. Chapter 3 dives into the AI competitive landscape. Given the dizzying array of powerful AI platforms like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, and an ever-growing list of specialized tools, how do we strategically go about building your digital dream team? It feels like a new, powerful player emerges every other week.
You're absolutely right. It is a rapidly shifting and complex landscape, which is precisely why a strategic and informed approach is paramount. Building your digital dream team demands a keen, comparative analysis of these platforms, understanding their nuanced strengths and ideal applications. ChatGPT, for instance, known for its exceptional conversational fluency and expansive general knowledge, often excels at creative writing, generating diverse ideas, brainstorming, general info retrieval across a broad spectrum.
The all-rounder, maybe.
Sort of, yeah. Claude, conversely, is frequently lauded for its significantly extended context windows and superior ability to handle and reason over very large documents. Makes it ideal for summarizing lengthy reports, deep textual analysis of legal contracts, or synthesizing complex research papers where retaining context over many pages is critical.
Right, for big documents.
Gemini, particularly as part of Google's ecosystem, often integrates seamlessly with Google's other services. Exceptionally powerful for tasks involving dynamic web search, real-time data analysis within spreadsheets, or generating content that draws heavily from current, up-to-the-minute web info.
Good for real-time stuff.
Exactly. And Copilot, especially integrated within Microsoft 365 or coding environments, is a phenomenal productivity enhancer, offering contextual suggestions, intelligent code completion, content generation directly within apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and various IDEs.
So it works where you work.
Precisely. The crucial distinction for you lies in discerning when to deploy a versatile, general-purpose AI versus a highly specialized tool. A general-purpose AI, like those we've discussed, is your flexible utility player, invaluable for a wide array of tasks. However, if your need is highly specific, like generating artistic images, analyzing complex genomic data, intricate engineering simulations, or detailed financial modeling, a specialist tool like Midjourney or Delay for images, AlphaFold for protein structure, or a proprietary financial AI will almost certainly yield vastly superior results.
Because they're trained specifically for that task.
Exactly. Due to hyper-focused training data, optimized algorithms, domain-specific capabilities, for cinematic visuals, you wouldn't ask ChatGPT. You'd use an image AI. For deep code security checks, Copilot assists writing, but you'd need a specialized analysis tool. The insight here is that true mastery isn't just knowing what each AI does, but knowing when and why to choose one over the other for peak performance.
That detailed comparative analysis is incredibly helpful. So for us, how can understanding this competitive landscape truly enable us to make informed, strategic decisions, ensuring maximum efficiency and impact? What criteria should we prioritize when making these critical choices, particularly in a professional context?
For you, understanding this dynamic landscape is fundamentally about strategic resource allocation. It's about choosing the absolute best instrument for the specific task at hand. You want to ensure you're not using a screwdriver when you need a power drill, right?
Makes sense.
To maximize efficiency and impact, your first step should always be a clear, granular definition of your task and its precise requirements. When making choices, prioritize several key criteria. Firstly, accuracy and reliability. How critical is precision? Some AIs hallucinate more than others.
Very important.
Definitely. Secondly, context window size.
Mm.
Do you need to analyze huge documents without losing track? Thirdly, multimodality. Does your task involve images, audio, video with text? How well does it combine them?
Okay, accuracy, context, multimodality.
Fourthly, integration. How seamlessly does it fit into your existing workflows, software, data? Fifth, cost and accessibility. Free, subscription, enterprise. Does it fit your budget?
Practical considerations.
Absolutely. Sixth, customization options. Can you fine-tune the model or persona for your specific needs? And crucially, performance benchmarks and real-world efficacy. What's the proven track record in scenarios like yours? For example, drafting a complex legal brief needing extensive document review, you'd lean towards Claude for its long context window.
Right.
Rapidly brainstorming diverse marketing campaign ideas, ChatGPT might be your go-to. Software developer accelerating coding in your IDE. Copilot is a multiplier. By meticulously considering these criteria, you transition from just experimenting with AI to intelligently deploying it as a strategic asset, ensuring you select the most effective tool to achieve superior results with maximum impact.
That's a profound shift in thinking. Chapter 4 then emphasizes a truly transformative concept. Words are the new code. This truly highlights the growing, indeed paramount, importance of advanced prompt engineering. How do we, as aspiring AI masters, go about mastering frameworks that turn ordinary prompts into extraordinary results? This sounds like a superpower in itself.
It really is. This is, without a doubt, a cornerstone of genuine AI mastery, and the concept that words are the new code is incredibly apt. Advanced prompt engineering recognizes that how you communicate with an AI is as critical, maybe even more critical, than the inherent capabilities of the AI itself. It's about meticulously designing inputs, your prompts, that provide the AI with the clearest possible context, precise constraints, desired output format, even an inferred persona, thereby precisely steering its generative process towards much more accurate, nuanced, and ultimately valuable results.
So it's like giving really detailed instructions.
Exactly. Instead of simply throwing a vague question at the AI, you're essentially providing a mini program for it to execute, akin to giving a highly intelligent, albeit literal intern, a detailed brief. Let's delve into some conceptual examples of powerful prompting frameworks. One incredibly effective technique is role-playing.
Role-playing, how does that work?
You might instruct the AI to act as a senior marketing consultant specializing in B2B SaaS with a deep understanding of competitor analysis before giving it a task. This primes the AI to adopt a specific persona, drawing on relevant knowledge, tone, and analytical framework.
Ah, okay. Giving it a job title.
Essentially, yes. Another powerful approach is chain of thought prompting. You instruct the AI to think step by step, or first, identify the problem. Second, list solutions. Third, evaluate pros and cons. This explicitly guides the AI through a logical reasoning process, often leading to more robust, transparent, and accurate answers, significantly reducing hallucinations.
Making it show its work.
Kind of, yeah. Persona-based instructions are similar to role-playing but can be even more detailed, defining the AI's audience, goals, limitations, style preferences. Then there's few-shot learning, where you provide the AI with a few excellent examples of input-output pairs to demonstrate the desired format or style before giving it the actual task.
Giving it examples to follow.
Exactly. These structured approaches consistently lead to superior outcomes because they drastically reduce ambiguity, clarify your intent, and leverage the AI's remarkable ability to follow complex instructions. They furnish the AI with a much clearer blueprint for generating the specific results you're aiming for, transforming a generic response into a tailored, expert-level output.
That's a fantastic distinction between ordinary and extraordinary prompting. Could you illustrate that further with a concrete example? And crucially, how can mastering these frameworks truly and significantly enhance our productivity and the quality of our AI-generated work?
Okay, let's eliminate this. An ordinary prompt might simply be, write an email. That's it. You'll likely get a very generic boilerplate template needing substantial editing.
Pretty useless on its own.
Right. An extraordinary prompt, leveraging these frameworks, might look like this. Act as a highly efficient marketing director, drafting a concise, persuasive email to a busy CEO. Goal: outline top 3 key benefits of product X for boosting Q3 revenue. Clear call to action: 15-minute intro meeting by end of next week. Tone: professional, data-driven, subtly urgent. Structure: compelling subject line, brief intro, 3 benefit bullet points, 1 supporting sentence each, clear closing with CTA.
Wow, that's specific. Persona, audience, goal, tone, structure, content.
Exactly. Mastering these frameworks fundamentally enhances productivity because you dramatically reduce the time spent iterating, refining, correcting generic outputs. You get remarkably close to your desired high-quality result on the very first try. It's the difference between giving an architect a detailed blueprint versus saying, build a nice house.
Huge difference.
And the quality of your AI-generated work skyrockets because the AI comprehends your intent with far greater precision, resulting in better reports, more effective marketing copy, more accurate code drafts, more insightful analyses. For you, it transforms AI from a basic, often frustrating assistant into a highly effective, tailored copilot, enabling you to generate professional, high-quality drafts, analyses, or creative content much faster and with significantly greater consistency. This ultimately multiplies your output and impact, letting you focus your time on strategic oversight and final polish, not repetitive grunt work.
Chapter 5 then introduces a concept that feels truly like a superpower: multimodal mastery, the ability to turn text, images, charts, and audio into instant insights. What does multimodal AI truly mean in practice, and what kind of breakthrough does it represent?
Multimodal AI signifies a revolutionary leap beyond systems limited to just one data type, like text. It means an AI system can simultaneously understand, interpret, and synthesize information presented in diverse formats: text, images, charts, graphs, audio. In practice, this dramatically enhances both comprehension and problem solving, mirroring how humans naturally perceive the world.
Yeah, we use all our senses.
Exactly. Imagine this scenario. Instead of merely reading a research paper, a multimodal AI can analyze the written text, precisely interpret the numerical data in an accompanying chart or graph, and even extract relevant insights from a linked audio interview or presentation, all within the same seamless interaction.
Okay, give me a tangible example.
Sure. You could upload a complex financial report containing dense text, several tables of figures, and embedded bar charts. You could then ask the AI, summarize key market trends in the text, identify the top 3 risks in Section 4, extract the precise revenue growth percentage from the Q3 bar chart on page 7, and explain the discrepancy between this growth and the overall market sentiment detected in the text.
Oh.
The AI would process all these disparate elements, textual, numerical, visual decidefully, to provide a cohesive, deeply insightful answer that no single modality AI could deliver. Or, in medicine, upload an image of a scan, patient's text symptoms, previous diagnostic notes, maybe even audio of a doctor's consultation. Asking the AI for a diagnostic possibility, leveraging visual, textual, and auditory data simultaneously. This ability to cross-reference and synthesize information from different data types allows for far richer, more comprehensive analysis, unlocking previously inaccessible insights.
That truly sounds like it breaks down traditional data silos. How does this capability fundamentally transform existing workflows and open up entirely new avenues for analysis and innovation for us across various professions?
It's a genuine game changer because it fundamentally dismantles the rigid boundaries that have historically separated different data types and the specialists who analyze them. Traditionally, a text analyst reads documents, a data scientist crunches numbers, a visual expert interprets images, right?
Right, as separate roles.
Multimodal AI seamlessly bridges these disciplines. For researchers, it means effortlessly correlating findings from qualitative interviews, experimental results in charts, and vast textual reports. For content creators, it unlocks incredible possibilities, generating narratives from visual prompts, creating voiceovers from text, referencing visual cues in video, analyzing audience reactions across comments, video sentiment, audio tonality.
That's amazing.
Business analysts can feed in sales figures, customer feedback text, product images, competitor marketing videos to get a truly holistic 360-degree view. Imagine a real estate pro feeding AI property photos, neighborhood demographic text, maps, audio of client preferences to generate highly personalized property recommendations, virtual tours, market analyses. It unlocks new dimensions of understanding, allowing more integrated insights and dramatically accelerating innovation. Because AIs can perceive and interpret the world much closer to human cognition, combining all inputs. The core insight for you is that this capability moves AI from merely processing data to truly understanding context in a profoundly richer way, leading to more intelligent, holistic solutions.
Now for Chapter 6, when AI gets it wrong. This is crucial, often overlooked, but entirely realistic. How do we learn to effectively catch AI's mistakes before they cost us, particularly when AI outputs can sound so convincing?
This is, indeed, one of the most critical skills for true AI mastery. The reality is that AI models, despite their sophistication, are not infallible. They make mistakes. They can hallucinate, generate outputs that sound remarkably plausible, but are factually incorrect or just made up.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
They can also inadvertently reflect biases present in their training data, provide outdated information if their knowledge cutoff isn't current, or misinterpret nuanced instructions. Learning to catch these mistakes before they lead to costly errors involves a multi-pronged, vigilant approach. First, rigorous fact-checking is non-negotiable. If an AI provides data, stats, assertions, legal interpretations, you must verify them against trusted sources, especially for critical decisions.
Always double check.
Always. Second, cross-referencing information from multiple reliable sources, including maybe other AIs, is key. Never rely solely on one AI's output for high-stakes tasks. Third, and perhaps most paramount, is the astute application of your own domain expertise. If you're an expert in a field, your deep knowledge, nuanced understanding, intuitive grasp allow you to critically scrutinize outputs and spot errors an AI might miss. You have the context it lacks.
Human expertise is still crucial.
Absolutely. Furthermore, a powerful insight from the book is that these errors can be turned into opportunity. When an AI makes a mistake, it's not just a setback, it's an invaluable learning opportunity. It's a chance to refine your prompts, make them more precise, specific, constrained to prevent similar errors. It's also an opportunity to provide corrective feedback to the AI itself if the platform allows, improving its performance over time. Most importantly, it profoundly strengthens your own critical thinking skills. It trains you to approach AI outputs with healthy skepticism, always asking, is this accurate? Is it complete? Is there bias here? What's missing?
So it sounds like true AI mastery inherently includes a healthy skepticism and the unwavering ability to act as a human oversight layer. How does developing this crucial skill protect us from potentially costly errors and dramatically enhance the reliability and trustworthiness of our AI-driven work?
Absolutely. Human oversight and cultivated skepticism are the ultimate safeguards. Developing this skill protects you by acting as the indispensable final quality control. Blindly relying on AI for critical decisions, analysis, or content can lead to, well, a whole spectrum of negative consequences. From embarrassing factual errors in a presentation to significant financial mismoves in market analysis, or even ethical breaches in sensitive applications.
Big risk.
Huge. By critically evaluating AI outputs, you preemptively catch these potential issues before they escalate and cause damage. This not only prevents negative consequences, but also dramatically enhances the overall reliability, credibility, and trustworthiness of your AI-driven work. When you consistently verify, apply your expert judgment, and refine AI outputs, your final work product, while accelerated by AI, maintains a human standard of quality, accountability, and integrity. It ensures AI serves as a powerful assistant, not an unvetted decision-maker, allowing you to leverage its speed and scale without compromising accuracy or ethics. The key insight here is that the human role shifts from doing to critiquing and refining, making human judgment more valuable, not less, in the age of AI.
Let's shift our focus now from individual proficiency to the broader organizational impact. Chapter 7, for business leaders, discusses how to effectively move an enterprise from mere AI hype to robust governance, risk management, and strategic AI portfolios. This really sounds like the serious foundational business of AI adoption, doesn't it?
It absolutely is. For business leaders, successful enterprise-level AI adoption has to transcend fleeting pilot projects. It must be firmly rooted in established strategic frameworks. Governance in this context means creating clear, actionable policies, robust procedures, accountability structures for how AI is responsibly developed, deployed, utilized across the organization.
Setting the rules of the road.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Establishing rigorous ethical guidelines, defining accountability structures for AI decisions, ensuring data usage policies are robust, transparent, compliant, building guardrails. Then, risk management becomes paramount. Proactively identify, assessing mitigating potential risks, data breaches, algorithmic bias leading to unfair outcomes, operational failures if AI systems go down, regulatory noncompliance.
Thinking about what could go wrong.
Exactly. Stress testing your AI strategy before full deployment. Finally, building strategic AI portfolios means moving beyond isolated projects to a coordinated, enterprise-wide strategy. Consciously selecting, investing, and scaling AI initiatives that directly align with core business objectives, offer clear ROI, enhance competitive advantage, improve customer experience, or drive operational efficiency at scale, ensuring every AI investment has a strategic purpose and delivers tangible value.
Why is a top-down strategic approach so utterly essential for organizations to truly reap the benefits of AI and, critically, avoid potentially costly missteps and ethical quandaries? And how might these overarching principles apply even to our own department or team, even if we're not currently in a C-suite leadership role?
Well, a top-down strategic approach is essential because AI implementation isn't just a tech upgrade. It's a profound organization-wide transformation impacting every part of the enterprise. Without a clear vision, strong leadership, unequivocal buy-in from the top, AI initiatives often become siloed, fragmented, fail to scale, lead to wasted investment.
Doesn't get off the ground properly.
Right. Lack of robust governance can quickly result in legal and ethical quagmires, damaging reputation, incurring penalties. Inadequate risk management can expose the company to severe vulnerabilities. Such a strategic approach ensures AI investments are purpose-driven, integrated into core processes, supported by necessary human resources, infrastructure, and cultural shifts. Even if you're not in the C-suite, these principles are incredibly applicable and valuable to your department or team. You can become an internal advocate for, even initiate, mini governance frameworks within your team. Establish best practices for tool usage, promote data privacy guidelines, institute processes for verifying outputs. You can proactively identify and manage risks related to your team's AI applications, ensuring data used is compliant, decisions are fair. Furthermore, you can think about building a strategic AI portfolio for your team. Identify which AI tools genuinely deliver value, align with team objectives, solve real problems, rather than just experimenting for novelty. It's about being a proactive champion for responsible, ethical, effective AI adoption at your level, demonstrating leadership through intelligent integration and oversight. The core insight: AI success isn't just technology, it's thoughtful, integrated organizational design.
Chapter 8 highlights a fundamental truth. AI is actively rewriting every profession. This isn't just theory. It's already profoundly happening across diverse fields: law, healthcare, finance, education. Can you give us some concrete, compelling examples of this transformation?
That's absolutely right. The impact is pervasive and fundamentally transformative. Let's delve into some examples. In law, AI is revolutionizing tedious tasks. Think contract review AI rapidly analyzes vast documents for clauses, anomalies, compliance issues much faster than humans.
Saves lawyers a lot of time.
A huge amount. It enhances legal research, identifying relevant precedents, statutes, case law in minutes. E-discovery is accelerated, made more cost-effective, and predictive analytics can even help forecast case outcomes based on historical data, offering strategic insights.
Okay, what about healthcare?
In healthcare, AI is making monumental strides in diagnostics, especially image analysis, X-rays, MRI scans, pathology slides, often spotting subtle disease indicators humans might miss, enabling earlier intervention. It's accelerating drug discovery by analyzing molecular structures, predicting interactions, optimizing compounds. AI helps create personalized treatment plans based on unique patient profiles, history, real-time data moving towards precision medicine. And administratively, it streamlines scheduling, billing, claims, managing health records, freeing up professionals for patient care.
Huge impact there, too. Finance.
For finance, AI is indispensable in fraud detection, identifying suspicious transaction patterns in real time. Algorithmic trading relies heavily on AI for optimal trade execution based on market analysis, prediction, risk management. Credit scoring is being revolutionized, AI models assessing risk with more nuance, incorporating broader data, potentially leading to more equitable lending, and personalized financial advice via AI platforms adapts to individual goals, risk tolerance, market conditions, making sophisticated advice more accessible.
And education.
Finally, in education, AI enables highly personalized learning paths, tailoring content, pace, style to individual student needs, fostering deeper engagement. Automated grading systems efficiently assess assignments, especially objective ones, providing immediate feedback. Intelligent tutoring systems offer instant, targeted support, adapting to struggles, and administrative tasks like scheduling, resource allocation, performance tracking are automated, letting educators focus more on teaching and mentorship.
These diverse examples truly illustrate the pervasive and transformative influence of AI. How might these real-world applications inspire us? How can we identify innovative AI applications within our own profession, or even in a field we're just passionately curious about? What entirely new problems could AI solve?
Well, these examples serve as invaluable case studies, demonstrating AI isn't confined to one domain. It's a general-purpose technology with limitless applications. For you, they should inspire a mindset of critical inquiry within your own profession. Instead of just asking, can AI do this task, ask, What are the most repetitive, labor-intensive, data-intensive, analytically complex, or creatively bottlenecked tasks in my role or industry? Then critically consider how AI might not just augment or automate those, but radically redefine them.
Thinking bigger than just automation.
Exactly. Think about areas where human error is common. Efficiency bottlenecks restrict output, or valuable insights are buried in vast amounts of unstructured data. In marketing, beyond generating content, could AI predict campaign success rates before launch, or optimize ad placements in real time for max ROI? In HR, beyond resume screening, could AI analyze engagement data to predict turnover, or personalized development plans? In manufacturing, beyond quality control, could AI predict equipment failure for predictive maintenance, minimizing downtime?
So finding the hidden opportunities.
Precisely. The problems AI can solve extend to any area requiring advanced pattern recognition, predictive analysis, automated decision-making, or efficient information synthesis. The profound inspiration here is to think not just about current pain points, but about entirely new capabilities, new services, products, forms of value creation that become possible only when AI is deeply integrated. It's about envisioning a future where intelligence is abundant, leveraged creatively, focused on solving challenges previously deemed intractable. The true takeaway is to shift from viewing AI as a tool to seeing it as a catalyst for entirely new forms of innovation and value.
Let's take a significant leap forward now. Chapter 9 invites us to step beyond conversations and introduces the powerful concept of agents, described as digital workers that plan, reason, and act on your behalf. What fundamentally differentiates an autonomous agent from, say, a chatbot or LLM?
This is a truly crucial distinction marking a new frontier. While traditional chatbots, or even standalone LLMs, are typically reactive, responding to your input within a predefined scope or generating text from a single prompt, autonomous agents are inherently proactive and goal-oriented. They operate with a much higher level of intelligence, independence, and capability for complex action.
Proactive, not just reactive.
Exactly. The key difference lies in their ability to formulate high-level goals, break them down into a detailed sequence of smaller subtasks, execute those tasks by interacting with tools and environments, reason through obstacles or unforeseen circumstances, and then learn from their interactions, often without continuous, step-by-step human intervention. Think of it this way. A chatbot answers a question. An agent solves a problem or achieves an objective.
Answers versus solves.
Okay. A chatbot might tell you the weather. An autonomous agent, given a broader objective like optimize my week, might proactively monitor weather, check your calendar, identify a conflict with an outdoor meeting, and then proactively suggest an indoor alternative and reschedule the outdoor one, all based on that single high-level goal. They possess significant self-directed decision-making, can plan multi-step actions, equipped with tools to interact with other software and even aspects of the real world, not just generate text. They don't just process info, they actively act upon it.
That's a fundamental paradigm shift from reactive tools to proactive digital workers. Can you provide a simple yet compelling example? And how does this shift change our potential interactions with AI and our ability to delegate complex, multifaceted tasks?
Certainly. Let's use planning a trip again. With a traditional AI tool, you might type, find flights NY to London for Disick. It returns options. You manually sift, go to a booking site, search hotels separately, research attractions, piece it all together yourself. You orchestrate.
Yeah, lots of steps for me.
Right, now imagine interacting with an autonomous agent. You give one complex command. Plan a productive, culturally enriching 5-day London business trip in descent. Include efficient flights, central hotel near X district, history theater experiences evenings, budget Y.
Okay, one big request.
The autonomous agent would then, 1. Plan. Break this down.
Yeah.
Research flights, hotels, events, check calendar, draft itinerary. 2. Reason. Filter options based on preferences, budget, handle constraints, sequence logically, identify issues. 3. Act. Access booking sites via APIs, present curated options, book upon approval, send confirmations, build itinerary integrated with your calendar, updating with real-time info.
Wow, it does everything.
Pretty much. This fundamentally changes your interaction from giving task-by-task instructions to delegating entire complex goals. You provide strategic direction. The agent handles tactical execution, like a highly capable digital project manager or personal executive assistant. It allows you to delegate entire work streams previously too time-consuming or complex to automate, freeing you from minutia for higher-level strategic decisions, creativity, human interactions. The key insight: This capability transforms AI from a mere calculator or generator into a genuine collaborative partner that can autonomously drive complex projects.
That's incredibly powerful. Chapter 10 takes us even further, building multi-agent workflows, discussing how we can literally design our own AI team comprised of planner, executor, critic, specialist agents working together seamlessly. Sounds like assembling an AI orchestra.
It's an excellent analogy, precisely capturing the essence. Designing your own AI team is about orchestrating multiple, specialized AI agents, each with a distinct role, to collaborate on a highly complex objective. Something impossible for a single AI to handle efficiently. This modular, collaborative approach is the next evolutionary step. Let's break down the roles.
Okay, who's in the orchestra?
First, the planner agent, the strategic architect, project manager. Given a high-level goal, it breaks it down into a logical sequence of smaller, interdependent tasks, defines a roadmap, sets priorities.
The conductor.
Sort of, yeah. Then the executor agent,
Yeah.
the doer, takes tasks from the planner and carries them out, interacts with external tools, browsers, databases, APIs, generates content, performs calculations, fetches data, initiates actions.
The player's doing the work.
Right. Then the critic agent, indispensable quality control, rigorously evaluates the executor's output, progress, results, identifies errors, inconsistencies, flaws, ethical concerns, areas for improvement, provides feedback to executor and planner.
A quality check. Very important.
Crucial. Finally, specialist agents, the domain experts. A coding specialist good at code, legal research specialist, navigating legal databases, market analysis specialist, interpreting economic data, design specialist, generating visuals. They bring deep, focused expertise.
Experts for specific tasks.
Exactly. The immense power lies in tackling highly complex multi-stage problems individual AIs struggle with. Imagine full project management. Planner sets milestones. Executors handle subtasks, specs, code, marketing. Critic reviews quality. Specialists do deep dives. Or comprehensive market analysis. Planner maps strategy. Executor gathers data. Specialist analyzes report sentiment. Critic checks for bias flaws. These systems can orchestrate multidisciplinary research, develop business strategies, manage complex supply chains with unprecedented efficiency. Like an integrated, intelligent workforce. For you, this elevates AI beyond a tool to a true collaborative partner, capable of autonomous problem-solving on a grand scale. The core insight, orchestration unlocks emergent capabilities far beyond any single agent.
Now that we've grasped designing the team, Chapter 11 focuses on the crucial practical step, workflow integration. How do we effectively wire our AI team into existing business systems, CRMs, ERPs, and data flows to realize its full potential? This is where the rubber meets the road.
This is, without doubt, the critical juncture. Wiring your AI team into existing business infrastructure involves a sophisticated blend of technical expertise and strategic foresight. Technically, it primarily means leveraging application programming interfaces, or APIs. Digital gateways allowing different software systems to communicate, exchange data, execute commands seamlessly.
APIs are the connectors.
Exactly, they're the connective tissue enabling AI agents to read from write to databases, pull info from CRMs, update records in ERPs, interact with cloud services, tap into data flows across the organization. Creating a living ecosystem where AI agents are fully embedded, the benefits are profound. Automation of routine, high-volume tasks at unprecedented scale. Imagine an agent autonomously processing customer inquiries from a CRM, generating personalized responses, updating records without human intervention.
Huge efficiency gains.
Absolutely. Enhanced data analysis by enabling agents to pull data from disparate sources, synthesize it in real time, provide richer insights for strategic decisions. End-to-end business processes become dramatically streamlined. An agent could monitor ERP inventory, automatically trigger purchase orders, update sales team via CRM about stock arrivals. Conceptually, picture agents using CRM data for personalized customer outreach or using ERP data to predict demand and adjust production proactively.
So what are the challenges and opportunities for us?
For you, considering implementation, key challenges often revolve around data compatibility, making sure systems speak a common language. Navigating API integration complexity, which usually needs technical expertise. Establishing robust security protocols. However, the immense opportunities are truly transformative. Dramatically increased operational efficiency, superior decision-making from richer data, scaling complex operations previously limited by human capacity. This deep systemic integration truly turns AI solutions into engines of comprehensive business transformation, moving from isolated tools to a seamlessly intelligent enterprise. The key takeaway: True AI power isn't in standalone models, but in their interconnectivity within your existing digital infrastructure.
Moving to Chapter 12, Team Training and Change Management, we delve into the absolutely vital human element. How do we effectively turn fear into fluency and truly empower teams to embrace AI transformation? Because it's not just about tech, but about the people using it.
You've hit on one of the most critical aspects. This chapter emphasizes that technology alone, however advanced, can't drive successful transformation. Human acceptance, skill development, cultural adaptation are paramount. To turn fear into fluency requires comprehensive, empathetic change management strategies. Starts with tailored training programs relevant to specific roles, workflows, explaining not just how to use tools, but why they're beneficial, how they augment capabilities, automate mundane tasks, free up time for strategic work rather than just replacing roles.
Focusing on augmentation, not replacement.
Yes. Clear, transparent communication of AI's benefits and limitations manages expectations, reduces anxiety. Addressing job displacement concerns head-on, maybe showing upskilling pathways, is crucial for morale. Moreover, fostering a culture of continuous learning and experimentation empowers employees to explore, discover, invent new applications themselves, makes them champions, not resistors.
Getting people involved.
Exactly. Strong leadership buy-in, visible enthusiasm, championing AI literacy from the top are indispensable. Creates an environment where teams feel supported, encouraged, equipped to embrace AI as an ally. The crucial insight is that AI adoption is maybe 80% people and process, only 20% technology.
So why is human acceptance, skill development, overcoming resistance as crucial, maybe more so, than the tech implementation for organizational success? And how can we, at our level, contribute to building a truly AI-fluent environment?
Well, human factors are crucial because even the most perfect AI system fails if people don't adopt it, trust it, or understand how to integrate it into their work. A technically flawless AI implementation can be rendered useless by a workforce steeped in fear, misunderstanding, resistance. Conversely, a skilled, engaged workforce embracing AI can unlock its full potential, finding innovative uses, driving efficiency gains never conceived by developers. Overcoming resistance ensures a significant investment in AI translates into tangible productivity gains, competitive advantage, a thriving organization.
So how can we help?
For you, contributing to an AI-fluent environment can start powerfully at your individual level, creating a ripple effect. Be a proactive, enthusiastic learner yourself. Stay ahead. Share your knowledge, successes, even learning challenges with colleagues. Foster collaborative learning. Act as an internal champion. Highlight how new tools solve real problems for your team, make jobs easier or more impactful. Participate in or organize informal learning sessions, brown bags, AI hackathons to demystify tech, encourage hands-on experimentation. By demonstrating practical benefits, patiently allaying fears through education, showing AI as empowerment, not displacement. You significantly contribute to fostering a receptive, skilled, adaptable workforce viewing AI as an ally, not a threat. Your proactive engagement is contagious and critical.
Chapter 13 then confronts a profoundly important topic, AI ethics and bias. The book makes a stark statement. Power without principles is peril. How do we learn to truly master AI with integrity, given the inherent complexities?
That statement powerfully encapsulates the immense responsibility. Mastering AI with integrity means embedding rigorous ethical considerations at every stage. Concept, design, development, testing, deployment, maintenance, monitoring. We must engage in open discussion and proactive mitigation of algorithm bias. This bias can originate subtly but powerfully in the training data itself, reflecting historical societal prejudices or underrepresentation.
Bias in, bias out.
Exactly. It can be inadvertently introduced or amplified in model design if certain choices exacerbate biases. And critically, it can manifest in the outcomes, leading to unfair, discriminatory results in real-world applications, loan approvals, hiring, criminal justice, healthcare.
Real-world harm.
Yes. Strategies for mitigation include proactively curating diverse, representative data sets, implementing fairness metrics during evaluation, designing systems with transparency and explainability features so humans can understand why an AI made a decision. Beyond bias, broader societal implications need continuous consideration. Ensuring fairness in access, advocating for transparency, establishing clear accountability when errors occur, maintaining robust human oversight. The insight. Power without principles in AI could lead to widespread societal harm, erode trust, exacerbate inequalities, hinder beneficial integration. True mastery demands a moral compass as much as technical skill.
So what specific responsibility do we as AI learners and potential masters bear in advocating for ethical AI practices and ensuring this technology serves humanity equitably?
As learners and potential masters, Your responsibility is profound and multifaceted. First, educate yourself continuously on evolving ethical AI principles, bias detection mitigation techniques, societal impact. It's ongoing. Second, cultivate a highly critical and questioning mindset. Scrutinize outputs not just for accuracy but fairness, bias, unintended consequences. Don't blindly accept them. Third, an imperative responsibility to advocate actively for ethical practices within your organizations, communities, public discourse. Raise concerns, champion transparency, promote AI for social good. Ultimately, ensuring AI serves humanity equitably means actively participating in the conversation, pushing for robust regulations protecting vulnerable populations, and consistently prioritizing human well-being, fairness, dignity over purely technical achievements or commercial gains. Your informed voice, ethical stance, willingness to challenge the status quo are crucial in shaping an AI future that's powerful and principled.
Chapter 14 brings up another non-negotiable foundational aspect: privacy and security. How do we effectively protect trust, safeguard data, and stay compliant in an AI-driven world?
In an AI-driven world, data is lifeblood, and its privacy and security are absolutely paramount. Neglecting these can lead to catastrophic consequences, massive data breaches, reputational damage, crippling legal financial penalties. To protect trust, safeguard data, ensure compliance, organizations need a comprehensive suite of measures. Best practices start with data anonymization and pseudonymization, removing or disguising personally identifiable info before AI use, minimizing privacy risks.
Making data less sensitive.
Right. Secure data handling protocols must be meticulously established and enforced across the entire data lifecycle: collection, storage, processing, disposal. Strict access controls ensure only authorized personnel systems interact with sensitive AI models' data. Encryption of data at rest and in transit is a fundamental technical safeguard. Must be comprehensive. Furthermore, navigating regulatory compliance complexities, GDPR, PCI, CCPA, demands meticulous attention, proactive design. AI systems processing sensitive info need privacy by design integrated from day one, not an afterthought.
Why are these aspects, privacy and security, not just technical requirements, but fundamental drivers of trust and responsible AI adoption for us and the users of our AI solutions? What are the truly profound and potentially devastating consequences of neglecting them?
They're far more than technical checkboxes. They are the bedrock upon which trust is built. For you, and critically for users, trust is built on the unwavering assurance that their data is handled responsibly, securely, ethically. Without this fundamental trust, users will be profoundly hesitant to engage with AI services or share info, severely hindering adoption, limiting beneficial impact, undermining its purpose.
Trust is everything.
It really is. The profound, devastating consequences of neglect are manifold. A data breach involving AI could expose vast sensitive info, leading to massive fines, legal liabilities, irreversible erosion of customer, public, employee trust. Beyond immediate financial legal repercussions, catastrophic reputational damage is incredibly hard to recover from. Algorithmic exploitation of private data can lead to unfair outcomes, targeted manipulation, unwanted surveillance, further damaging societal trust. Ultimately, a failure in privacy or security can fundamentally undermine the value proposition of even the most innovative AI solution, demonstrating unequivocally that even cutting-edge AI can't succeed without a robust foundation of protection and ethical data stewardship. The key insight in the AI age: security isn't a feature, it's a social contract.
Finally, Chapter 15 focuses on future-proofing strategy with the insightful, perhaps sobering statement: the only constant in AI is change. How do we effectively build resilience and adaptability for tomorrow in this perpetually rapidly evolving landscape?
This is truly a critical concluding insight shaping our long-term perspective. Building resilience and adaptability demands a proactive, continuous, integrated strategy. First, continuous learning is absolutely non-negotiable. Dedicating time to stay updated with research breakthroughs, model releases, emerging techniques, lifelong learning is essential.
Never stop learning.
Never. Second, active monitoring of emerging AI trends, keeping a keen eye on advancements like new multimodal capabilities, improved agentic architectures, explainable AI breakthroughs, new regulations, subscribe to publications, engage with communities, attend conferences. Third, fostering organizational agility, developing internal capacity to quickly adapt strategies, pivot technologies, rapidly reskill upskill teams as the landscape shifts. Rigidity is the enemy.
Stay flexible.
Exactly. Investing in scalable and flexible infrastructure ensures systems can grow, evolve, integrate with new tech without costly overhauls. Finally, cultivating a culture that wholeheartedly embraces experimentation and rapid iteration is paramount. Encourage teams to test tools, learn from successes and failures, continuously refine AI applications, view every project as learning. This chapter profoundly emphasizes that mastery in AI is not a static destination. It's an ongoing, dynamic journey, a perpetual commitment to lifelong learning, adaptation, proactive engagement, the core insight. AI mastery isn't a degree, it's a habit.
Given that mastery is truly an ongoing journey, what concrete, actionable steps can we as listeners right now take to ensure our skills, knowledge, strategies remain relevant, adaptable?
For you, the most concrete steps begin with consistent, intentional engagement. First, actively seek out and consume reputable, in-depth sources like AI Mastery Professionals or the Digital Future AI School offering structured learning, not just news snippets. Second, dedicate specific, protected time each week to exploring new AI tools or features. Hands-on experimentation is invaluable. Don't just read about prompt engineering, practice it regularly. Experiment with frameworks.
Get your hands dirty.
Absolutely. Third, consider joining professional communities, online forums, local meetups focused on AI to learn from others' collective experience, share insights, stay abreast of practical applications. Fourth, within your organization, advocate for ongoing training initiatives and crucially build small-scale AI projects yourself. Gain invaluable hands-on experience, demonstrate value to peers' leadership. Most importantly, cultivate an unyielding mindset of continuous curiosity, critical thinking, bold experimentation. Don't fear trying new things, challenging assumptions, learning from successes and failures. By actively participating in this evolving landscape, not passively observing, you ensure your skills, knowledge, strategy remain not just relevant, but truly at the forefront of AI innovation. Hashtag tag outro.
So what does this all mean for us? We've taken an incredibly extensive journey today, diving deep into the profound insights offered by AI mastery professionals. It's become abundantly clear that AI mastery is fundamentally not about tools, it's about transformation. A profound transformation of our individual skills, our organizational capabilities, and indeed the very future of our nations.
Precisely. And in synthesizing these truly impactful insights, we reiterate the core guiding mission of the Digital Future AI School: to empower you with the deepest, most actionable understanding of AI, to train you comprehensively in real-world professional workflows that leverage this technology, and critically, to inspire you with the principles of ethical and visionary leadership for the AI era. This aligns perfectly with Zaheer Ahmad Meer's grand vision for nothing less than a renaissance, where a nation like Pakistan, and indeed the world, embraces AI not just with tech prowess, but with wisdom, courage, and unwavering integrity, moving far beyond mere technological adoption to truly enlightened mastery.
Beyond just grasping the concepts and deftly wielding the tools we've discussed today, how will you leverage this newfound mastery? How will you not just navigate but actively shape the future of AI, contributing meaningfully to a world that embraces its transformative power responsibly and ethically? Much like the visionary ambition and grand societal purpose we explored today, the time for contemplation is over. This is not some distant future. This is today. Take that decisive step into the AI era with us. Learn, master, and lead with the Digital Future AI School.